Yeah, they had a larger one there too. I didn't get that, but it was, wasn't full a foot. It was more like 8 or 9 inches wider. I thought this was interesting. I kind of liked it. Thought it was neat.
Those are good because of the VGAs, yeah. What did I do? I did a 20 by 20. That's a 400. So
Next time.
I did like
Yeah.
187 pin VGA for one of my devices.
Okay.
once upon a
Do you
time.
want to get it, or if not?
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
have next week.
I'll have it next meeting. I'll bring them, and yeah, I've got.
It's actually a big
I don't have
one.
Venmo. I've got I guess PayPal, but
Yeah, I got
That's,
that because I don't know the
Yeah,
password.
PayPal's
I'm
the
not
one thing
sure.
I can't use. I have everything else. Just
Okay.
But if I grab one for the camera,
sure. Yeah.
thanks.
No problem.
Hopefully you've seen. This is not focusing. I'm going to try this on the table now.
It's more light.
I don't know. There we are. One PCB to ruler them all.
Yeah.
This design's been around a while. I think I've got one of these at home too. But it's got all the SMD footprints on it. Plus it can do inches and centimeters and gives you wire gauge measurements and all kinds of fun stuff. Sweet.
Buy a $5 foot
Okay.
So something to have at the show. I don't know. If someone wants to buy them, otherwise too, that's fine. As I said, I think there were 4 plus tax, so I figured I'd up to 5. I think I might.
Faded $10 bill.
The fun conversion stuff back here, I guess.
Yeah.
I do have a 5.
Well,
In particular, the 23 to 9. Or is that VGA or 9 pin?
it's VGA.
VGA, okay,
It's
cool.
just the same as this one. This is just a different version from a different person. So I don't know if the inside are the same or not,
Yeah,
but they do basically the same job.
sweet.
So
Now, did you find this off the side of the road or something like that? It was like a.
no,
No?
I guess for the audience.
Tell the truth now.
So the story is that there's a guy that was selling them, or selling one that worked,
Yep.
and it was on Facebook Marketplace and moved around. Somebody bought it at the first guy's cheaper price, and then showed it with a working screen, and jacked the price up to 200.
Oh, no.
Well, he eventually sold it for something. I don't know, but it went away. But the original guy had his ad on too long. He didn't have to take it down. So I just asked him casually. He says, "You still have this?" I says, "No, I sold that one." And I said, "Well, do you have any more?"
Right.
And he said, "I'll go look." And a couple weeks later, he sends a message back saying, "Found 2."
How fun.
$35 a piece. Come get them.
My goodness.
Neither one of them worked.
Mm.
So, yeah, I went and bought them at $35 a piece. That's a reasonable risk.
Yeah.
Well, the audience doesn't know that this is a multi-sync 3D
Yeah.
from NEC.
It's really cute.
A lot of tricks in there.
It's an
Yep.
adorable little
We'll find many CRTs better than that.
That's right.
Yeah. So, it needs.
Of course, we're getting the lovely artifacting on here, but you can imagine what this looks like if we had a synced refresh rate.
Yeah.
I love
So-
monitors like that. It's so cute.
So there's over 80 capacitors in here, and very many of them were bad.
Yes.
So I just had to do the whole thing, and there's no list.
Did you test them with the LCR meter and find they were
I
bad?
tested a bunch. Well, after the first couple,
Uh-huh.
I I'm
Just kind of assumed that
But
the rest
I
of them
had to
were
go back
toast.
through and test them, and there's a bunch that are bad. Yeah, there's.
Mhm.
I guess there's 4 boards in there. They must have all been run on 4 different production lines, using 4 different lists of capacitors. And so at least one of the boards is way worse than the other 3.
Because they did the 4 boards inside of there, the power board and a couple of other things.
Yeah, power board, next board. I don't know. It's a digital conversion board for the VGA, and then the analog board at the bottom that does a lot of multi-sync stuff.
Yep.
It's got like a 65 something processor in it too.
Jeez.
Yeah. I think that's not the 6502, but it's the one that has onboard memory and pre-programmed ROM. So it's got its own NEC number that's pre-programmed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the power supplies in both had bad capacitors. capacitors on the little control board, and so neither one of them wouldn't even start, so it wouldn't even get any activity at all.
Yikes.
But yeah, once you get them to start, you get some amount of bad screen.
Sure, and then you just keep working from there, I guess.
Yeah, he said, well, all right, there's an improvement on that board.
Did you have any problems with like overdrive and seeing the sync signal pulsing or anything?
No, I guess the focus and screen, I didn't have to touch the flyback, so that was all fine. There's no retrace problems in it.
Yeah, because I've got a couple of Apple II monitors where I'm trying to mess with the screen on the flyback, but it doesn't actually do anything. It still looks like it's overdriven, so there's got to be some capacitors into there that are bad.
No.
No?
No, that control does wear out.
Okay.
Sometimes. Yeah, I've got a 1702 where the springiness is supposed to keep that control, the little knob part pushed against the resistive part has worn out, and so the control sits back. If you push it in,
Yep.
and twist it to the right spot, it'll stay there.
Interesting.
Once you let go, it'll move back, and the screen will get brighter. And then
Ooh. Huh.
yeah, so
Well, mine adjusts it. It's weird because like it'll definitely crank it down. The brightness goes down for a second, but then it readjusts itself back up to the overscan.
it stays up, or you just turn it again.
You can turn it again, and then it'll go down, but then crank back up.
Yeah, so I think it's probably similar to what I'm saying. It's moving away from you're pushing it in when you're turning it.
Maybe.
And maybe it comes back out. So
I'll have to try it.
What I ended up doing to that one is because it's got the flathead screw terminal in it.
Yep.
I got some wire and wound it around to pull it in, and as long as I did that and a little bit of epoxy.
Yeah, because you don't want to get too close to that, do you?
A little bit of epoxy after it's set, and it would stay in and would turn on at the same brightness.
Nice.
It's not ideal. I don't have the heart to sell that one because you bump it, it's probably going to move away again. So I'm not.
Sure.
Yeah, so
A couple of those that you can still find parts.
Sometimes
That's a bit lucky.
yeah, sometimes they're separate.
The Amiga group, yes.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes they're separate. The little knobs are in a separate box. And if they're in a separate box, then yeah, for sure you can.
You were here last
sometimes find the
month,
other.
right?
Yeah, in this case, it looks like they're right on the flyback.
Yeah.
Rusty?
That's right.
Yeah, so
No?
in the old days,
Oh,
they just
you
replaced the
are?
flyback.
Yeah, okay,
control went
okay.
back.
Right, you just replace the whole thing, I suppose.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Now it's pretty hard to do that.
Because, no, my name is not Rusty Mark.
Okay. Mine's not Mark Rusty, so.
Well, that's
So
good.
that's why I bought both of these. Thinking that even if one was bad and the other one was bad, I might
Rusty Francisco.
Yeah.
manage two of them together.
Francisco.
Like, they both work. So.
That's perfect.
Rusty Francisco,
That's
Francisco.
Cool.
We're just kind of showing off a few things.
Oh.
He just
So you were
had,
showing the 3.2.2, I guess, that you had in there, and you're thinking about upgrading to 3.2.3 that just came out.
Oh, yeah.
He has fun doing it. He has to do all sorts of great things.
Oh, yes.
He's got to do those ROMs over.
Running
Right.
Amiga
Well, I
simulator.
gotta, yeah.
Oh, you mean an emulator?
I know I showed you before. So I don't know if there's
Right.
any new ones here.
Just for the camera.
Yeah, I've got
On, a Windows
the Terrible
computer,
Fire
yeah.
1260,
All right.
and yeah, it's
Do they
got the
come with
ROMs to
or
go
do I have to
with
find
it, so I
them,
can
or
use the
pick out
IDE
my own
interface here.
machine and somehow copy them out?
No, they
But
don't come with the ROM.
you have to make these.
Right.
A lot of times you can
So-
get them out
What kind of
there,
special
but
ROMs are those?
It doesn't officially come
Well,
Anything special or not really?
you delete the SCSI driver.
Okay.
Because there's no SCSI in a 1200.
Right.
And you add in the IDE driver.
Okay. So you actually do patch it a little bit yourself
Yeah.
for the purpose of 3.2.3 on the 1200.
Right.
Cool.
So that way it will boot off of the Terrible Fire card.
Yep.
You don't have, if you don't patch it, you have to boot off the 1200 with one card, and then you can use the other driver. With another one after you load the driver.
Something, and then I upgraded
Start
it,
up.
did an upgrade on it, and they have the ROMs in there for all the machines.
Gotcha.
And,
So yeah, I have to make some more of these.
Well, probably, yeah, not the
Yep.
latest one.
Stand gun around and doing that, and then install the rest of the software.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
3.2 is.
Maybe the next
you know,
one.
Yeah, you never know, right?
Maybe next meeting. I don't
But,
know. We'll see
yeah,
what
you can
see
get
what I
all
get
the
to.
ROMs on.
Yep.
Yeah, depending what you want to emulate.
Yeah, I didn't even bring anything this time. Just
No floppy
there's
drives
so
this
much.
time?
No floppy drives. I'm not bringing that load back again anytime soon.
You got your one to work?
I haven't messed around with it just yet. I was at Google Cloud Next last week, so I'm gonna get a chance. Well, probably after VCF, I'll get back to that stuff. We've got to build a whole tic-tac-toe set for VCF.
There were good,
Yep, that'll be
You
fun.
got your monitors, right?
Yeah, well,
You can get a lifetime.
barely. If I can't get those two with that weird flyback issue to settle down, I might only have 8 instead of 9.
Like a 1 year.
Oh,
I
okay.
got, I think they're on 9 or 10.
You have to go reach out and find some more or something.
Version or 8 point something and whatnot.
Yeah,
So
I don't like that show.
Oh, you don't? Why not?
The last.
Well, I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Last bit of Amiga
And,
was
yeah, we had-
page 1,
we had a
3 for me.
Certain
Okay.
certain meal that
Yeah.
that I liked,
oh,
but
they've
then I
gone up
didn't
to,
like.
well,
And
there's two.
after a while, it made me sick, but we always had to eat it.
Oh, no.
Tic Tac Toe was up.
Oh,
So it's got a
brother.
bad association in my head.
Ah, man, bummer.
It was sort of like a different.
Yeah, it's funny what kind of like food items you associate with certain things from when you're doing stuff when you were little.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's Dig Dug and corn dogs because I'd always have a corn dog while playing Dig Dug on the laptop.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
that-
right. That wasn't officially.
Corn dogs are great. So-
Corn dogs are really
How
good,
does-
yeah.
How does corn dogs and Dig Dug
Well,
get
'cause
matched up
usually,
for you?
well, because I would be playing Dig Dug on my laptop because it was emulated at that time, and then I would just warm up a corn dog, and it was good. Snack while I was playing.
All right.
It was the way to live a life.
Oh no, it's a positive experience.
It is.
Oh, okay. No, I thought it was the other way.
No.
No, I was thinking to myself, how come corn dogs have
Yeah, it's a positive one. Now, my wife has a negative association with tuna, but only tuna, not tuna with anything else, just because her mother force-fed her tuna so much she can't stand it.
For me, it's
Like I said, if you can get
the
around
highly
somewhere else,
processed,
you can copy them
put the air
yourself.
quotes, steak fingers.
Do it.
Oh,
I don't know if you
no.
know, the steak, those have a flavor that's all their own.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But, if you're gonna run it on a Windows machine.
Yikes.
We got a giant box of them once, and the beginning of the box was okay, but then we had to finish the box.
Yep.
And we had so they so once.
Get through it, and then
Yeah.
it's nasty, huh?
4 or 5.
That's wild. I don't know. I feel like I've had steak fingers so infrequently, it's always a treat. But I guess when you have a whole box of them, it
There's
gets
good
sick
ones,
of
there's
it.
good ones, and then there's things. A good steak finger's fine.
Yeah.
Actual steak
Mhm.
with actual flour on the outside, that's fine. These
Yep.
are like the soy
Oh, weird.
weird ones that served in elementary school cafeteria or something.
Oh, yeah. The cheap food, never good.
Yeah.
It's only gotten worse, I think.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Again, the rounds don't come with that.
Yikes. What kind of other special stuff do you have on here that you want to show off?
I was just bringing the monitor in.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
They just came out.
Yeah, that's a fun find.
April 1st.
Yeah, it does have WHD load on it, so it's got all the games, or a lot of the games and demos.
3.2.3.
Yeah. This isn't my image. This is one of the ones you get from the guy that makes the card.
Yeah.
And it's got the right MMU drivers on it, so the card works but doesn't crash.
Nice.
But I haven't updated it in a very long time, which is why the icons are all too tall even for this particular resolution.
I understood.
A little squishy.
They're a little squishy. I need to fix it. They get better this way, but they don't get better this way. I don't get any more lines.
How do you go about fixing icons?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, they really-
'Cause I've never messed around with making custom ones. I know that people like to do that.
Amiga, Commodore 64.
Yeah, they do.
Atari ST.
I don't make custom ones.
IBM.
I'm more about fixing the hardware and stuff, so
Right.
getting the monitor to work is
Now I've got
The fun part.
definitely the fun part.
Yeah.
Bring it up and run it, but I'm running it off a old laptop.
Chip music.
My daughter has probably 10 or 15 years old. Has Windows 10 on it. And I use that for
Huh.
for portability.
Interesting.
The downside of using this instead of a Commodore one is the Commodore one had the speakers in it.
Yeah.
Nah, this one I gotta bring my own speakers out.
I see. So you got this guy, your soundbar.
Right.
Bondish.
So cool.
I don't know what this one here. I guess this one's if you have CGA because it'll do like CGA. It does all the resolutions.
Right.
But I don't know how to make any of those work.
Oh, you need the slider switches, I guess?
Yeah, this one. I guess I need to look at the documentation.
Yeah.
I don't know what that one's doing, but it's doing something. And
Interesting.
This one is, I think, CGA colors.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can plug my Commodore 128 and 80 color runs straight into this.
I'm sure that'd be cool.
Yeah. And then how do you get the 64? So I think
Although you had not test what I did? That's one of the things that I will do.
The retroness of these
I'll get there.
Might be able to.
So that's my thought on this. You need to get the Commodore 128 regular stream on this and leave that. But then if you were to switch to the 128 mode, you don't do that.
That's right.
And there's only one input on
It
it.
is one.
So you gotta somehow switch between
Regular, just,
the two.
PC.
I don't know. I guess this is going. I don't even know.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't even know what I picture for demo. Oh, no.
You can change through it with the right mouse button or something, right?
Oh, yeah,
Is that what it said?
I think so.
The interface,
Okay.
you gotta kind of go to. Get
Otherwise, it is
get
kind of
the
short. It's
needs
like
of
2
the
bars.
software. It's not plug and play. You need a little bit of software.
Axel
but
F. I didn't know that was that old.
Oh, yeah.
doable, a little bit of
That's
fooling
funny.
around, and it's not that bad.
When was Beverly Hills Cop come out? That was an 80s movie, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's Axel is Axel.
I see.
You still have your.
I only knew this song from Crazy Frog.
Oh yeah, no.
You ever played that, the left and right with
Right,
the
I said
Commodore?
it's gonna require a bit of
What?
planning.
I took that
To rescue.
when I was in high school. That's right. We did that. You know, talent show or whatever. So what I did is I took two Commodore 64, one left channel and one is gonna be the right channel. That's right.
Okay.
You can get Axel F individually, and you load it up and you use joystick to fire both in sync.
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So you can fire them up to be in
the
sync
Commodore in
together.
those days was mono, that's right. So
Yeah.
you have to use two to then have the left and right. So
Yeah, sure.
that way you have the stereo.
And
Wow.
I think with the proper jumpers.
You get the stereo upgrade.
You can upgrade.
Now we can do
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
Those days, we,
Left and right channel.
come on, man.
There's one.
Yeah, I had a feeling there must have been a stereo upgrade for it by now.
Yeah, well, you can get a arm seat that has the stereo output, or you can get there's that board that you can put two seats inside the Commodore 64.
I got my.
The seat kick, or
It's meant for.
I don't remember the
I
name.
think it's the seat kick good. Maybe a seat kick good.
But what was neat
I have my own
was it
little
didn't
my own
use
little
the
microcontroller
DMA,
player that
but
does the
1000 board actually used
Huh.
Holy.
network SID.
network SID.
What was
And
neat
I can put
was
two SIDs on there and
you
run
could
both
break
of them
the
start.
card.
What I've been doing, or you can get the Ultimate 2 Plus,
Right.
plug it in, and you can emulate two seats using the cartridge. So that will be the easiest way.
Yeah.
Get the
Ultimate 2 Plus is always the easiest way, isn't it?
That,
Yeah. What do you know about trackers, like Pro Tracker?
Connor,
As far as the sequence.
Sequencers.
Sounds I remember Connor, yeah.
That would be in the Amiga.
And,
I try to remember what, because I most of the time I have friends that use Amiga for that. If I needed a track or something, I would go to them.
Yeah.
They will have the MIDI and all that stuff.
Everything set up.
Yeah,
we go.
they will have everything set up, but
something
yeah.
they were in San Diego.
I cannot tell you right now one of them.
Yeah, so
But I bet if you go online.
There's a 3D cube effect going on in the middle, and 3D something or other.
What is it?
But
They didn't do a good job, whatever they're doing here.
Yeah, something's going on with the middle there.
The problem is that,
Huh.
a lot of times hard drives are sitting around a long time.
Welcome to Power Lord's Ecstasy
Come to life again.
and
They've been
So
sitting
really
around.
like
New
using
Age
it to its full benefit. So.
for the slagging
It's so cool.
It's just got a bunch
they
of
received in our
SCSI
party
card that basically
hangover
you plug in and place,
demo.
You need a controller, but you plug it into the controller and it'll use a micro.
Oh my gosh, the
SD
slaggings
card,
are not
micro SD card,
unfounded,
depending on
but
the,
Oh, okay.
and then you can use that as
we
your
now
hard drive.
realize
That
that
wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, no, they're around
the cause
$60
of
to
all
$80,
the
I think, something like
Okay.
that.
trouble
Yeah.
And so that way you
was
don't necessarily
down
have to
to
find a SCSI drive,
one
which also
person
you know, you need to be under 4 gigs.
called Matt.
Or
Matt
SCSI
the
drive,
Rat,
drive.
immortalized
If you
in
have
this
an
program,
operating system,
who has since been
you can partition,
kicked,
get a partition,
cold,
recognize anything
kicked
like
out
that.
of New Age. Matt the Rat. That's a lot of text effects going on up here too. Some glitch works, I guess,
I hope
huh?
that's normal.
There could be some corruption on the disc or something, I guess.
Check out the screen there, John. What's that?
Like all the demos for that.
Wow. That's probably not.
CBit 89.
Mhm.
I've got the,
CBit 89.
RGB to HDMI.
More music?
You know,
Oh wow.
No, I'm just using.
Yeah, there's got to be something going on with the disc stuff, huh?
You know, output Amiga video out. I can change
'Cause it wouldn't be the monitor doing this, right?
You know, yeah, I could hook that up. Switch between the two.
Yeah, because these are all PAL.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just may not be in the right
Well, the
mode.
video hardware would understand 16 to 9 aspect rate, that ratio.
Will not use it, right, but that's a 1080, yeah, that's a HD or, yeah, 10, or, yeah, 1920 by 1080 monitor.
Yeah.
But it syncs down to 15K, so it's
Oh, wow.
strictly Amiga native output.
Hybris.
But then I've
Discovery
got,
software.
Floppy drive last time you were here. Then I forgot to bring it this time. I know you said that now. I know. I brought it. Next time. This time I thought, oh, we over. Oh, should have a floppy drive. He might show up.
It could be anything. It could be the Treble Fire. It could be.
Oh my gosh, even the
Program,
terrible.
it could be
I guess
PAL
that's true.
versus NTSC, it could be
Uh-huh.
other things.
I think the terrible. That'd be wild. If terrible fire is corrupting it.
Well, it's just maybe running too fast.
Yeah.
These are supposed to do like a no cache and turn some stuff off.
Sure.
So you have to check the.
Oh, so it's fixable, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
WHC load, you just look in there and turn stuff off.
Hmm.
Then you get it down to 68,000 speed.
Right. Get it down to the right frequency for the original expectation.
Alright. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna
Cool.
weird lines for you.
Yes, indeed. Time to rove, huh? Time to rove around, huh?
So we not only moving the application, we have to re-IP because we got purchased by Comcast. So we had conflicting IP space. So at the same time that we were moving the app, we were changing.
You read French?
That's a lot of colors.
Uh-huh.
That's a lot of colors. Simultaneously.
You had a palette of, with that 16-bit color, I guess?
Yeah, that is
Yep.
above 16-bit. Like, that's above the 16-bit.
Okay. Yeah, is it 24-bit? I forget.
Yeah,
I think it is 24, actually. Just give me some move over. There we go.
Sorry.
No, not you.
Oh.
It's failing to spin around.
Oh, okay, okay. Yo, it's 3D graphics. It's so mind-blowing.
Hmm.
It's transparent. Oh my god, it's 3D.
Yep. A lot of fancy schmancy C programming.
Yes.
Or assembly, even. Yep.
This is serious, sure. Yeah, I can do this.
Mhm.
I can't program this well. I need to learn how to program better.
Forget it. Just use Gemini or ChatGPT or Cursor or something.
ChatGPT don't know how to see an assembly. You gotta, it only knows Python, so it's just dumb.
Well, here's the thing. Just give it the context of a programming book like this. You say, hey, just check out this PDF. Now tell me how to do this.
Oh, I just give it C programming.
That's what you need to do. You fill up the context with enough stuff, it'll do it.
Yo, RAM can't hold 32 bits. Memory cache.
I like how they call it cable rather than bus, I guess.
Oh yeah, that is a bus.
Bus for the RAM. You'd think that the CPU data bus and the RAM bus would be the same size.
That's a dip chip EEPROM.
Uh-huh.
And the balls. The Amiga
The balls. The bouncing balls.
Yes, it's classic. You gotta have it.
Hmm.
The video's syncing a little weird, but it's just the bathroom.
Supposedly,
Yeah, it must be a connection thing or something. Kind of reminds me of Tempest, I guess, when the creatures start crawling up at you.
Yeah, and it has 3D graphics coming at you.
Yep.
I don't think the cost of these, so I'll probably get.
Ugh.
What?
I've had a Tempest game sitting around at the house since probably 2016. I've recapped the power supply. I've found a new motherboard for it. I have had the monitor rejuvenated. There's literally nothing else to do except the wiring harness, and the thing still doesn't work. And I have very little money into it. I should just sell it off and find one that actually does work at this point.
Yeah. 3D transparent graphics. Oh my goodness, it's scrolling in another It's insane.
This is definitely going haywire. I think it's getting hot.
Really?
this thing would have been, I think, 14. Basically, 14.
Yeah, there's a fan there.
But then the shipping. yeah.
Got a fan in
For a
there?
fan?
I feel a slight breeze right here.
No, it's right here.
Yeah, that's the same as that one.
Right here.
Nice.
Yeah. we
So,
should
yeah,
have
so-
quantity, yeah.
This machine, the modification so far, you have a vampire card accelerator, so it's emulated 8080.
That's why it's so
You have I put a Noctua fan inside.
Yeah.
To keep the system full. It's have a Gotek, internal Gotek. No damage to the case, so I can put the floppy
Yeah,
drive
it
back
looks
in.
That is
super clean.
clean.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, I didn't see any like marks or anything.
Please.
Is that just because you're that good, or is there actually a way to do it?
No,
Yes.
there's a way to do it. Just go online, read it. Don't,
Okay.
don't jack it in there. So, trim the mount point.
Sure.
Trim and yeah, you have to maybe do a couple of modifications to the Gotek. The solder a couple of things and move it to the bottom.
Sure.
But it's simple stuff. It's nothing.
Uh-huh. It's
And-
easy.
Yeah. And of course the screen, and I try to paint it so it looks the same.
It matches.
Yeah.
Unmodified, would it move smoothly?
It depends on the demo. I don't think that one will move so smoothly. The sound maybe will sounds good because Amiga have different processors, but the video is if 3 generated. This is a little bit more have more spec than the default.
Oh, okay.
With the ViewSonic monitor.
So what should make this system
Right.
All of them will be
Yeah.
able to.
Now,
Now this is EGA.
$30.
This is EGA. So EGA will be the 1200 and the 3000. I
I
don't know.
said David, David who comes here sometimes, he said he ordered a 27.
2000 can do it if you upgrade the video, if you put a new video card on it.
Okay, it's just a
It
big
sounded like, it's like they used or refurbished.
And this was supposed to be, this was the last, the next generation, that's right, before they start. What was that? I'm trying to remember the name of the demo.
One thing I wish the stand is, I don't remember the name, that's the sturdier, but it's more portable. I've got, my wife got a monitor 24 inch for my wife, and the stand's more substantial, but it's definitely not portable like this. Can box it up easily, so, trade-off.
Yeah, let's try that one. Looks cool.
97.
You bought a bunch of them, didn't you?
Version 1 by
And of course, have an internal hard drive.
Sounds like me a lot of times, I'll buy stuff and then I'll not take it out and try it.
Let's see if it's wrong.
Yeah, I got a look at the kid, I got it out 3 weeks ago. Just put it on the bookshelf and
Maybe
still
like-
have
How we
it.
doing? Not with Prince of Persia today, I guess.
Prince of Persia, you want me to put that in?
Oh, I thought that's what you were putting on.
It was a demo, I don't know.
Yeah, just after the meeting, and, yeah,
That
just
sounds like
the first
that
time I
one.
used it was today, so. Just didn't have the Amiga plugged in.
Oh.
Yeah,
Goal iGame.
the Discord competitors, yeah.
Classic.
They had like, I'll try to figure out.
I'm gonna try to turn on my stuff here. I'm gonna have to charge it. It's not waking up. We can turn on the fan, I think. It's in the corner by the door.
One squad, they gotta rotate around.
Yes.
Permeated use.
It tends to get that way here at the makerspace. Alright, just to be on the safe side. Oops, way too high. There we go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, you see how crazy this hardware is?
Yes, you get warm, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Computer festival.
yeah.
Ugh.
Probably a good place to go. There's also the meetup, regular meetup.
Yeah,
Bingo,
that's
bingo.
in 2 weeks.
Is that 2 weeks or?
It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay, 26. Time is just.
In June, and then
My sense of time is
the
all
retro
over the place
meetup
right
at
now.
Bingo, 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 or
Yeah, I go to all.
Yeah, bingo, bingo.
Down at the old bingo. Yeah, I might not be bringing that anything there either, just because I don't have any time to prep.
Oh yeah, it's, you gotta get there early and the spots and there's not enough outlets.
Yeah, I always bring extra power, but it's
Yeah,
just
you
like,
gotta have extension.
then you feel so bad about having to watch your booth and all this stuff. You feel like you don't get a chance to schmooze with everybody.
Like you wouldn't think it would be an issue.
Mm-hmm. Well, the last couple times I've been trying to sell stuff, and finally I just put the thing on eBay and sold.
It's gone. You know?
Yep.
I'm trying to sell I have a big collection of Macintosh.
Oh, really?
I know someone you can.
And I'm gonna try to sell it. And
Yeah.
I've been offering, I'm just gonna put it on eBay.
I have,
Yeah.
have you contacted Catherine, my butler?
He never sent me an email.
Oh, weird. I'll call him.
Yeah. So nobody like Kevin or Kyle were interested, I guess? No.
Main hall, where we were
Hmm.
last time.
And what? Are we?
Kevin or Kyle weren't interested?
I don't know. I'll go ahead and post everything that I'm selling again in the DFW Retro.
Yeah.
And see if somebody. I'm trying to sell it like everything together.
Sure.
Because that way, if there's a collector there, we have a full freaking collection almost.
Yeah.
But if not, I will sell it individually.
Right. Just kind of get it all out there at once.
I'm keeping a couple of. I have multiple and couple of the machines, so I'm keeping a couple of them for me.
Sure.
But I think that the only thing that in the collection that doesn't have is the 128 and the color classic.
Oh, yes. Well, yeah.
Those are hard to find, right?
Right.
Look at that.
Wow.
Goodness.
Two tables. There wasn't in the main hall. Main hall they locked up. The other one.
You know what demos are.
Student
It's a
center,
piece
I
of,
call
it's a
it.
work of art.
So they don't lock it up.
Interesting, huh?
Students
Yeah.
24 hours. You know, they still want someone to
Control
pick up.
shift A.
See, I gotta see where that is.
Yes.
Someone can easily pick that up.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm gonna get Catherine.
Last time,
Buy stuff.
all the computers,
Pardon?
I'll get Catherine to buy stuff.
He doesn't have to. If he sees something that he likes.
I'm sure she will.
If he send me an email, I'll send him my list of the stuff that I'm trying to sell. And everything, all my units are fully recapped, fully restored. They're not yellow unless the unit became like that. So,
Yo! That's so cool!
what was that? Do you remember the name of the game?
You see how crazy it is?
That's where we were before, right? We were here before.
They use it for,
That's why I'm pretty sure we were there. We're now, I'm not sure that's windows or what.
That's so cool!
The glasses, like there was a glass wall.
you know what I'm talking about.
Man, that is smooth.
That is so sweet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I know, he's crazy. Ticket number, I gave it to him. Hopefully that's it.
I love them.
Yeah, unless we can change.
it.
Uh-oh. I think my gimbal died. Did my gimbal actually pass away just now? Let's see.
Run out of battery there?
Maybe.
Uh-oh.
I guess so.
You have a booth?
Yeah, it sure did.
Yes.
So this is.
Well, I guess I'm going hand.
It's your tuber number.
Going by hand here for a while. Because I didn't bring, well, I guess I could plug into that too. Yeah, maybe.
We were last year.
Yeah, I didn't bother to bring my spare battery. Because I'm like, nothing will bad will
I'm not
happen.
gonna need that.
Right.
Where's your, you know, where your booth is? What's the name of your booth? Okay, let me see. Let's see, I think exhibitor list.
I was like when I first moved down here, TI, and I go into a restaurant, sometimes I get.
It's amazing what a difference this make. I can see it all shaky up on the screen I'm watching here now because it's like.
After they find out, we're.
All right.
So-and-so.
Well, it seems like my computer's got plenty of battery. Now I just got to plug this in here.
I don't
This
know
is
them all. Sorry.
All right, let's see if I can
Yeah, well, this is back.
turn this on while it charges. That'd be great. We're gonna wing it around again. Then we're gonna do this,
Oh,
and then there we go.
Look at that. Back in
Yep,
business.
back in business. Now I just don't get to move it around from here very much.
I'm next to the next. Wait.
Next computing.
Spin it around this way from here.
That's where we were
like 80 or 90,000 people.
last time.
something like that, yeah.
Yo, I'm where the Amiga guests were last time.
What's that?
I got the old tape.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I'm in the exhibit.
Write it down.
It's in the back.
They sold off.
I thought, yeah, you're there next to Jason's tech.
Yeah, uh-huh.
and everything.
Last time I looked at it, I was looking, you know, that thing looks nice with the game is
So
and all.
we're back over, yeah, we're
Sold out
over here.
everything around me. But
Almost,
Yeah.
we probably can't see each other now, they're being blocked, but
No,
we
we're
can shout
saying
at,
that.
we can shout at each other.
Selling stuff
Yeah.
at all.
I wouldn't
Anyway,
shout.
TI's only way that they survive was
Yeah.
they
Come by each other's booths and whatnot, so
suing
yeah.
for
Yeah,
patent
it's in-
infringement.
they're in display this season.
Early night.
They're what, in display?
They never see them
And,
in the big.
they had all
Okay,
sorts of
what,
weird
maybe at the-
patent-
at the
retro?
memory
Yeah.
patent.
At the
bingo,
They went
bingo,
to
okay.
town against the,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got
Right,
remakes.
right,
I
yeah.
got the fastest, I
remember-
would say graphics card ever.
Okay, yeah, I remember you were a
Yeah,
big
from
286.
64. Yes, it's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be a
like-
ridiculous computer.
They
I'm
have
gonna
a
be able to
patent
do
for like
smoothly.
single bit.
Doom,
rate.
okay, yeah.
Perfectly, the port
And it
of
comes from
Well, you know,
that,
you can
like,
probably run
I
Doom
think it's a
smoothly if you got a brand new
1901.
computer.
Yeah, I know.
99
16-bit system.
chip that I think was in the home computer.
So, did you see where our booth is this year?
I know.
Single bit at a time.
We're not in the main, we're not in the main
That's
hall.
what I'm doing. My gimbal is flipping
So
out
this
again.
is,
Sort of patent.
you know, that's the main hall.
Lemon juice.
And they-
This is where we were last year.
I don't know what it's actually trying to do now.
Right there, we are.
That demo.
I want it to move like this,
Oh, man.
and now that arm is blocking the camera.
You got lawyers.
If I walk around the corner,
Hey, the
Yeah,
best
too much
lawyer
fun,
I
isn't it?
ever heard came
We're
from
back
the
over here.
lawyers I knew at TI.
What happened?
I don't know, I asked, well, I didn't ask, but I,
Oh, that's the guy.
yeah, I know, it's, they could do something for us.
Yeah.
Lawyer-
Or where our booth is located?
oh, that looks
Um,
Out in the ocean.
demo.
Well, let's see.
We're not in the main hall.
The booth layout goes. Kyle's usually the
wow.
one that
Somehow it's.
Right.
somebody
keeps
got
track of all that
party-
stuff.
party
Yeah, no, it was Kyle.
and
Yeah.
knocked the lawyer
Petrie
off.
or something
Right.
like that? Yeah.
That's why you want the best one you for
Curtains start to take it away and away.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, there's these dark fish in the
Yeah.
water. And they start circling it, and they get closer.
looks like a fashion show, huh?
Closer.
Yeah, it does.
Take it this
Right up on him, and they start.
one of these demos, that's what
Mhm.
we
Yes.
said.
Yeah, it's just button.
What is?
What are you looking at?
He scrambled up, and everybody's amazed. They can't believe what was going on. How did this happen? Why would the sharks just push you right
All right,
through the
let's
boat?
see what we
Oh,
got here.
professional cruise.
It looks amazing.
I've got it here where we're at, where we're located, so,
Oh, you do?
yeah, we got it pulled up here.
Cool. Where'd you pull that up from?
I don't know, from the VFCF, the VCF
Oh,
page.
I typed in .org, not .com. Haha, that was
Yeah, .com.
It's a fashion show.
It's interesting.
I like it.
There it goes. What is this button doing? Must be Lenovo something or other. This light is giving me just the right amount of glare. How do I get rid of that?
So my 286 will be like.
Want me to hold it?
Um,
Okay, you're limited by that.
limited by the cord right now.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, come on. Gimbal's not cooperating, playing nice. There we go.
You're downtown when we had third Saturday.
Cool.
It was a building, but.
Alrighty, so now we look up here, then there's
I don't think it had anything to do with the name.
the main hall.
I stumbled onto it here. I was
And
like,
at the same
Now
time,
no wonder I
here's
can't find it. This name is not right. Now I can't
this
remember the
again,
name of it.
Tandy,
you know, showrooms and whatnot.
down polling music assembly, Tandy, modern music building, Tandy, 9900.
No, you gotta go down.
Crystal thing,
Right there.
Interesting, okay.
I worked there for 2 years.
I'm around the corner in the back.
After I got married.
So you're up here then in this
Where
area?
we
Yep.
were, yeah, basically where we were. She's right
Same spot.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not Supernome. The 286. Cool, there you go.
What?
Please use my machine.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
2 years later,
It's a demonstration cell, so people
they
can
cut
play.
about 40% of us.
Let's
when
see.
we were sold.
All right,
Now,
so-
see, I didn't do that. The buyer did.
Let me see
They didn't want TI.
what's been going on in this regard lately.
TI. Bullshit. I knew you were
It's been a long time. I need to look at this stuff.
It's probably too late now, and I probably don't want to kick anybody out of the main hall, so it's probably,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if people were out of the main hall, they would probably, they got kicked, they were there, then they're not, they would
Yeah.
say something.
I don't know.
so-
There might be a chance that somebody wants to switch into the other one. And
You know anything about security, if they're gonna, because last time they said there was a room
mhm.
that we could possibly put stuff into, because I was concerned that space is open.
Right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just this classroom that was probably right behind
Yeah,
where you were last time.
I thought it was a classroom like, I don't know, like either one of these two rooms there or something, it sounded
It could have
like,
been. Yeah, it's either this one or that one.
but I'll have to get with, Kyle
Mm-hmm.
and ask questions, because, yeah, I just had concern about leaving the computers out,
Right.
especially like the CD32, someone could easily just pick up and take off with.
Yep. Oh my god, I can't even remember the name of the site we're using to organize the thing right now. This is how out of it I've been. And yeah, that's the problem.
Mine was doing blacking out and remove the mouse from close text to blackout. So
Ay,
I
ay, ay.
said, oh, okay, so I tried that new round of 10, 750.
Because he's the one who sets up the
layout.
layout.
Right.
Okay.
I stumbled onto it here recently. I thought, oh, well, there's that demo. Oh, okay. And then it's like, I said, well, I can't
Not even like getting any hits in my tabs.
well, it's a game.
It's
Right, demo
looking
start.
Yeah.
Spaceship is doing like this.
Out of this world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Background and white.
They never get very far in
Wings
this.
rotating around.
And it seems hard.
Well, I mean, what's that?
In other words,
Yeah, I could never get very far.
Yeah, brother.
Never.
it's not a very long
Timing.
game.
A lot of the games are very unforgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Shadow of the Beast. A lot of the games were just.
Shadow of the Beast was awful.
It was
Oh, so
great.
you didn't get beyond the first level, huh?
It was awful. That was terrible.
Oh, you can jump into this little hole over here on the side of the tree and get going.
Yeah, it was just. brutal. You had to memorize, exactly what pattern.
Oh, no, that reminds
It's
me of
totally
Joe
The only reason why I got done, there was a cheat that made you invincible.
Oh, that's super cute.
And I got all the way to the end. I think there was one thing if you did, you couldn't get past or.
And in those days, there was no options. That's right. You cannot go after you started the game. Okay, put it in.
Spin it around.
I'm a novice. After you pass it, you can change it back to normal. That's how we treat games now. In those days,
There are no saves, or you can't save it or restart.
start it.
You killed at a spot, you go back there. No, you go all the way back to the beginning.
That's
Probably
safe.
should play not. It would take you like an hour, I think, just to. If you played it perfectly through anyway.
Yeah. He sucked. But it was fun. You had to-
Yeah. Well, the graphics were awesome. I mean,
Yeah, they're amazing.
That's what sold, my wife saw that, she said, okay, you can get a computer. You can get an Amiga.
Nice.
I know some people bought, a lot of people bought it for Shadow of the Beast.
Oh, yeah.
Flipping this around.
Asking them if they ever played it all the way through, or even past the first screen.
There we
Right.
go. This should be better now.
Yeah, I know, that was the thing.
Perfect.
They had a few other games that were much better, easier to play.
Yeah,
and
I
they
know.
all looked good, like,
Mhm.
like that Psygnosis people, or whatever it was.
Yeah, Psygnosis, yeah, they
Remember
were,
the owl flying and shooting everything, yeah.
Agony, I think it was. I think this one, that one was.
Feel that fade.
It's amazing what they can pack into just such a small amount. One disc, or what was it, like 5K or 10K or something.
They were using the chips.
Yeah.
They were making
Right.
the machine generated almost everything.
Mm-hmm. Right, they're the pre-generated, yeah.
It's like the hackers in Commodore 64, they found ways to do graphics in the
Yeah,
border.
the cool computer art, Caleb.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Amazing
mind-blowing?
things. Sometimes it was more impressive their presentation at the beginning of the game than the freaking game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I can show you more of my computer.
128,
I'll let you down.
128.
I just
No.
upgrade.
Next thing
Cherry
you know,
core next.
I'm on the site, here's a guy that's created things.
Or I can just run it.
Unbelievable.
You can see
with
it
that
on
chip.
the site.
What did they do? This is better than it was great.
So, another problem with the one was that they didn't put too much memory on the 128 side. On the VDC, yeah, and you upgrade and you can take that key and put the 16 kilobyte chip, and now you have more colors. So, very graphic.
Once I did it, the video time, I bought the 128 that I'd upgraded to the people too.
Yeah,
So I got one or two really interesting demos that you can run. I just looked up 3D demo and it says 3D demo.
What's going on over here?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Everybody's running the demos, huh?
It's real nice in this chair.
Yes.
I wish I had wheels.
Slide around everywhere, huh?
Goes 2 or 3 times faster than mine.
You got terrible fire in yours, or?
It's really cute. It's textured and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
There we go.
I have a turbo fire in my 500, but not a CPU.
Yeah, you got 030 or
The
060?
full version
Okay.
Demos are crazy.
Wonder how effectively this thing has been charging while I've been using it.
No, another vampire is about 700 watts. But for example, the couple of the 68 and 6080s or that he out there, you can find them. First, you have to be sure that they are not
Legitimate.
bootleg,
Yeah.
you know, remark.
Yeah.
And if you find ones there, you talk about $600 to
You know what the
$1,000.
demo is, the tracker
Well,
developed alongside the demos.
John Vernal.
They're like their history
Some people
intertwined.
send their boards to.
Just so you know.
He's got a guy that sends them genuine ones and he texts them.
Caleb is literally like
on there all the time. He'll sell them at a reasonable price of $300.
So it depends.
It's
So-
just a chip?
Just the chip,
Yeah,
just the
it's
chip.
with the shadows.
Just the chip, just the CPU. So what I've been doing is, because I work in telecommunication, every time that we decom all telecommunication equipment,
You're hoping.
I hope to open it up. Hey, here you go, 66,
They're always the
60.
ECs in there, aren't they?
Yeah,
They're always the ECs in there, aren't they?
yeah, they're not so hard. You know, the problem is that by the time that we figure out, it was too late. Most of those equipment have been thrown away or.
Where you occasionally get the little slide.
Yeah.
On here.
But, yeah, I keep dreaming. One of those days I maybe find one.
Always good
Well,
to dream.
I hope you find more than one.
Well,
Hmm?
now
Then
you know what
can sell
demos are
them to the other
definitely.
people around here for somewhere in between.
Those all Arcadel boxes, every time that we decom one.
I wonder.
Right?
It's a 60/40.
I got the one right now.
Yeah, finally the 60/30.
Oh, yeah,
It's not
sure,
worth it.
yeah.
You can find those
A lot
pretty
of
easy.
the places talk about new sound cards coming out of June.
Yeah. But I, you know, John hasn't had any for sale.
16 channels, 32 voices.
Is it a Zorro card then, or?
I think he's actually-
Zorro 2? Okay, I must have missed that. I glanced over the article, but I didn't have a chance to fully read it.
At least
And then
eventually.
you click on that and go to the
Release
site
that one, probably will have
talks
something
about the cars.
Right.
Specs,
That was back a couple years ago.
Okay.
It didn't look like it was,
Amy
gonna happen
Gus.
anytime soon. So I guess
Amy
he
what?
bought
Gus.
the spare-
Amy
wanted the
Gus?
money back.
GUS.
Uh-huh, okay. Part of the demo, uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, rebooted 1.3.
There was a lot of demo that people did in those days that you can run, or you can click in your friend machine and it will put like a desktop and it will freak the hell out of it because it started like deleting files and it was just a demo.
I guess this demo's okay.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
How big is it? Is this a 880 or like a 5K, 10K? The size?
Oh, it's a WHD load.
Oh, WHD
package,
load?
so I'll have to-
It's probably a floppy size then, I would think.
I know, it's true. Yeah, you have to see the demo.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, I guess I could
Guess what it's made in?
just try to figure it out.
Like, it's just the graphics.
Did you see there's a new sound card coming in June for the Amigas? Zorro 2? The Zorro 2?
Yeah.
16 voices, 32 channels.
How the Vampire has 16 voices, 32 channel, I have never used it yet.
And it's an FPGA chip on it.
And that's what they do. Everything is going to be FPGA.
Yeah.
Which vampire is it?
Had the Ice Ray.
Okay.
Ice Ray? Yeah, Ice Ray version 4. That one.
What do they search on to see their?
I have no idea actually what they search for. I'd have to look. How people come across the stream. I know that sometimes like the subscribers like Chris will pop in if he sees it come up. And sometimes Greg, Dr. Clue,
Yeah. And then,
Hillsborough.
Hillsborough, yeah.
Yep.
Ah, well, there it is.
Watch yourself.
Amiga meeting stream, and then yeah, there's me right there on the front.
Yep.
Now hold it up to the camera.
You're
so that way
famous
just-
now. Next time you
Right.
have to go like this.
Look at it.
Somebody's asking, so I'm sending them the link here.
Oh, sweet.
I need my sign. Hi, Mom.
Look at my TV.
Hey, Dad.
So, okay. Caleb, the demo name is Soho Vino.
So.
It is always sad to say goodbye. So we say hasta la vista, hard to skin personal pan pizza, or something like that. It's pretty silly.
Yeah, when you get one of the WHT load compilations, there's hundreds or thousands of demos on it. So I haven't seen hardly.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you, message.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He said, and we're done. That's
Ta-da!
let's see. I come over here and say.
Brother. If more people are joining us, I guess your link paid off.
Whoa, how many people we have?
We have a whopping 3. I think one of them is over there.
Oh, okay.
I think last month it got pretty big, right?
I'll join.
I thought maybe it was like 7 or something.
Yeah, one time it got up to 7, not too long ago. Those of you who are watching the stream, please share the URL with your friends. Get more
I probably
viewership.
should put a link on the email or. I guess.
If I made these in advance,
Yeah, if you made it.
then I would just, we
Yeah.
could send them out and share them. I used to.
If you do, then let me know and I can put it out there. And,
Yep.
well, I think it's on Nerd House, right? Or
Texas Nerd House is
yeah,
the channel.
Texas Nerd House, yeah.
Yep. So if you just like subscribe and add notifications, I guess, and
Yeah.
when I'm starting the stream, you get a little notif pops up and says, "Hey, a stream's starting."
I'll have to put that out there.
Mm-hmm.
What you running over there?
Thug life, huh?
You know, you don't know all these demos different that we can go weeks.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
What else do I do with the Amigas? You play games and run demos. Right? And you're a musician, you have a full studio there. I had a couple of my friends that's where they bought their Amigas.
Groovy music.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is a high polygon object to try to render, I'm sure. Sweet.
This is like late 90s graphics.
Yeah.
Straight up.
HDLD or HDLOA? You say HD.
Trying to join
Has textures and everything.
folks back on the stream. Oh, look at that. We got the Rogue Zombie.
Okay.
Yes.
What does that stand for?
David, I see. You have joined us.
I like workbench hard drive over.
Okay.
Well, welcome aboard, David, virtually.
How bad's the latency?
Probably on the order of about 10 seconds or so. It's not crazy. Yeah, it's been worse. Okay, cool.
Connection speed, walking 1800 kilobits. Latency 4 seconds.
Nice.
Buffer health, yeah, so but the actual, you'd have to go to YouTube Studio to see all that.
Right.
That's crazy.
Okay, see, that was probably about
Mm-hmm.
1, 2.
Let's see what we got. All right.
Yeah.
David says hi.
Hi.
So we'll flip around and then we can say hi. Hi.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay. Yeah, so that Zeb Elwood guy puts his torrent on there regularly. And I think it takes up a whole 32 gigabyte card if you want it to. So it's like he can put everything on there that you can find the crap on
Or you can go to Victor and look and you can find them. But that's easier.
there. That one is a torrent. That one's just a torrent link.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've downloaded torrents before, not a lot, but some.
That was not your typical, likely to be full of
Right.
viruses and stuff. Or at least
Yeah.
if they're viruses, they're Amiga viruses.
There's
Not very harmful.
Oh, for
yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. A friend of mine gave me a floppy with a game on it. Something. and loaded it up. Now had to reload everything. Yeah, it was nasty. I think it was in part of a zip file.
Yeah, most of the time.
Back in the day, that was where they got.
Where they got you.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
I know, but
I was like,
no, don't worry. Caleb? Rusty.
That's what you get for not pre-screening your demos.
Uh-oh, it's something
Inappropriate.
inappropriate.
Oh my.
That's something I didn't see.
No.
Don't worry, the camera was not pointing that way.
I saw it the first time.
Oh no.
Yeah, I saw
Everybody
it.
else
Show it to me
did.
again.
Yeah, I didn't see
I was
that.
like,
I missed it.
Damn, you should have told me.
I thought you were talking because you walked over there and saw what it's like on there.
it's okay.
You were having fun, huh?
Yeah, they're not going to tell you about that now.
Yeah, I see how you guys are.
Getting deep in here.
No, it wasn't one of those.
It's
it was
just
all text.
hard.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It was a text. Okay.
Yo, that's such cool rendering.
That's another stuff that it was easy to find in those days.
Oh man.
What is this one? What is this demo?
It's not that kind. I don't know. But at least,
I see if it will run over here. If I got it,
I don't know. I can tell you the name.
maybe we can run the same.
Oh my gosh. Stereo.
That one
Oops,
is
I think the gimbal
called
died again, huh?
Cusco.
What?
Cusco.
C-U-S-C-O?
C-U-C.
Sorry for a little motion sickness there.
C-U-C, alright.
Cusco.
Cusco's poison. One of my friends.
Oh, 364 demo.
It's for EDA.
Alrighty.
I guess there's two Commodore Amiga ones. The one with 31,
That one,
31K.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why I
that
just another one, but just
Cusco
joined.
AG.
Tried to join
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
that one.
Okay.
He clicked first.
It looks correct.
That's all right. No, I just didn't want you to back it up to me.
These demos are looking quite a bit different. Although from on here, they probably look about the
Here's
same.
some video glitches.
Yeah, I knew it was
This is just CRT's hard to be in
Here's
capture
some
on
video glitches.
phone cameras, but this one's
Cylinder.
actually having some memory issues maybe.
6880 did. I emulated a processor that is not.
Wow. That is cool.
Let's just zoom out. There we go.
Yes.
It's hard to tell. They are doing the same thing.
Standing right here.
This is a really cool stereo effect.
Yes.
Look, you got
Yeah. Those of you on the stream, I wish you were here to actually experience this in person. They're both running the exact same demo at the same time.
Okay.
You're about to glitch.
Yep. Glitches on this one, huh?
Yep, see that.
This one's doing alright. For now. Cheese.
Huh?
Glitches over here on this cheese, unfortunately.
I guess I'll have to.
Zoom out. Come on.
Turn off, turn no cache or something probably is one of those.
I was surprised at that.
See that bring me back to the music videos of the 80s.
Yes.
That's what it was, even the recommendation, that's it.
Either that or some really nasty trips like
Yeah.
in the 60s, you know, man.
It's all over.
Yeah, that was some weird DLS or whatever.
LSD.
I know.
DLS.
Music, man.
This one, what did any lines on?
That was kind of
Bravo.
Wow. Sweet.
Would you have anything that runs at, anything that runs at 15K?
I got it, yeah,
I think something might be.
Definitely a little brighter.
What? Different?
Definitely a little brighter than mine.
Trying out different,
The different adapter.
adapters, make sure they're all working fine.
Cool.
I don't know how long that one
Plus
has been
extra
running
ones,
for.
According to strain burns, it's been used a lot. A lot. Is it like here?
Still, 8-year-old one?
I mean,
Step over here and plug in the gimbal.
That's good. Yeah, I kind of looked at Amiga kit before, but yeah.
Yeah, it's got a, see, you start, you boot it up, you start Linux. The things you turn on, make it where when it boots up, it goes right to the Amiga.
So you have dirt.
You got a thing called Reactor.
Dirt.
Yeah.
And there'll be a list of programs.
EDA.
Dirt.
Can run on Linux.
Dirt.
You go under that choice, like you should Firefox.
It is, it's dirt.
Yeah, the dirt.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure you will. This is like the 40th anniversary this summer of the introduction of the A1000.
Sounds good.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's good.
August or so of '85, I think.
Mhm.
Wow.
Because I got mine in November.
Are there different versions?
Yeah, I believe it was 85. I don't remember the month though.
August was the, I think it was August when the big, announcement was made in New York City.
Nice.
Make it easy.
yeah, this would make it 4 years.
Mhm.
Party games.
Yep.
You reply to it.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Wow, yeah.
No, I'm just just seeing such a lengthy history. It's just like impressive. Just
I don't know if you have trouble getting
they're going on strong.
Maybe a little bit.
Loading.
On it version.
Well, I discovered what the problem was that the later,
This is the dirt thing.
see, that's when I burnt the first car.
I think that's what I used on mine.
I think David's gonna be faster by just a second.
Well, he had I had not installed a specific ID driver.
Mhm.
He got an inside
I thought I had to take that thing all apart, start over. Well, I bring some guys so that the answer was down, stay away from.
Dirt.
Particularly what they started doing, sending you information. It's easy to do what you're doing.
You got that capital line,
So,
somewhere
got
that
it
shows all your
high.
route, that's makes it easy to put together.
Official image grid. Burn with it, burn a little micro SD card, thing, turn it on and boot it right up. You just say, you send her all the time, you can do it all.
I think that's what I thought I used the original Pi. They recommended. Yeah.
So I started doing other things and, yeah, it's better.
Trying to get.
I was looking, I was going to do what I did before, retro. I went to his website, and he hasn't updated it since 2022.
Yeah, I don't think they came out with a version for the
So I
Pi.
checked out AmiKit, AmiKit does have it. I mean, there, matter of fact, I got 4 or 5 updates after I installed it.
Retro Pi.
Huh?
Retro Pi. I feel like that's the main emulator that I used to put on like back in 2016 or something on a Raspberry Pi or something.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Well, I don't think they've updated it to the newest version of.
Yeah, it said 2022 was the last time
Yeah,
I did it.
so
the
it's
four.
Pi 4.
Yeah.
They haven't updated it for a while.
I need to do that.
So
And the script I had this is
I got look what Amy kept. But look back. It's very nice. Even has that Amiga GPT where you can
Oh,
check
interesting.
artificial intelligence with the Amiga.
Really?
I was watching that thing on video where a guy asked it, he said, can you make a picture of me using my Amiga? I'm like, how is artificial intelligence going to know that? Anyway, he sat there waiting a little while, so it popped up this strange looking image. It looked kind of like him. I was like, how do you know? And then all of a sudden you could see the Boeing ball sitting over the side of next to this, what looked like kind of like a 2000. I'm like, wait a minute, this thing's got to be watching him to see that. How?
So he didn't put any context about his own photo or anything?
Yeah, nothing.
That's funny.
He asked give me a great glass of beer. And then after a little while, a picture started scrolling up on the screen. You know, and there was a clear mug of beer sitting there. I'm like, how?
Yeah, these things are getting really good at generating images. That was just a Google Cloud Next last week, and they were actually going on full-blown videos. Like I drew. So imagine this. So we've got Gemini, which is a multimodal model. Like you take text and image input. And so what it does is you can draw something just freehand. You can have Gemini say, all right, describe this in a manner that's sufficient for video input. And so it does. It makes you a whole pipeline. You stuff this description to VO, it'll really make a sink just like that with the faucet broken with water spraying everywhere, just like you envisioned. Or, you know, it can be really strange things like a deck of cards spelling words that then falls into the table or something like that. Then it can be super trippy.
I see some of them only give a description. Make me a realistic image of a green rabbit eating a pink tomato or something. You know? And it comes out and looks like a real picture. You know? And I'm like, well, at least he told them what the AI figured out the rest of it. But like, how did it know to make a picture of him? What the heck is Amiga?
Yeah, I mean, it knows a lot of idiosyncrasies. I guess there's enough websites out there that say this is an Amiga. But one of my favorite ones from Next in terms of that generative imagery was where they took a zebra, but it wasn't just any normal zebra. Zebras actually had stripes like a piano. And so it had the white keys and the black keys on it instead of normal stripes.
Yeah, that picture showed up and the guy was saying this is a perfect example of what you do when you defrag a hard drive. It showed a zebra and then they showed that.
Yep.
And I'm like, this is what happens after you defrag. I'm like, okay, that's right. He's got it right.
So all the black goes in front, all the white goes in back or something. Nice.
I got like a whole stack of sonar chips from Trash Boys on the trailer. Managed to get the whole chips off without pulling any pads, or getting any pins, or losing any pins on the device.
So I guess your new video adapter's working all right?
Yes, it's working fine now, yeah.
With the 200 plus seats on it, and lower the temperature down and hold the temperature there and it makes them pop off.
well, I have to do that with the
Apple remote. That's what we do.
the Apple boards, man, especially when they get damaged.
There's still one more adapter we need to try out. I don't know, it didn't seem to work, so this one is, switch back over to the other one.
And I had to go around
This one's working fine.
All right.
Let me try the other one again. I don't know, for some reason it didn't boot up right.
Yeah, okay.
I tried it. I just saw the whole stack of
You got a bad one?
All cheap.
Possibly.
whole chips, yeah.
It takes a while, but you get the job done.
Finished first, so this guy.
This one,
Yeah, this
see what
axis
happens.
Maybe by the next time I have time, I'll modify it.
Yeah, you'll win next time.
You go
It's okay.
to,
Just I never saw that, but now that I see yours, it's damn. This axis
make it deeper. Menus pop up and everything.
You familiar with
I thought I
those
had,
trash can apples?
Yes.
I bought one recently.
Mhm.
I got it running the Amiga operating system. It actually
Nice.
is incredibly fast.
Mhm.
You talking about the trash can, the Apple trash can? I have one.
Those are the cube ones, right?
It's like that round. It's
Those
like,
round
it's
ones.
like a round trash can. Matter of fact, it's even silvery color like a trash can.
We call it the, it was
shape's
it's like this. It's
Yes.
a pretty cool design.
I thought the round ones were
It
newer.
looks like a
They came out in
trash can.
2013.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
think they
That's-
made them for 6 years.
Wow.
Stubbornly.
Yeah.
it was pretty.
And then
It
they
was
dropped
pretty
it.
controversial.
Because some ladies, they realized it couldn't go anywhere. It's got dual graphic processors, but
Mhm.
you can only use one because they were letting people develop, to come up with ways to make them both work. But
I just remember those things being really expensive.
yeah, it said the one I got was due was $6,900.
Yeah. That's not surprising. Look at this. We got a bunch of people joining us. Tech 999, the Rogue Zombie, and Retro Rewind. Good evening from the UK and the Netherlands. All right. Welcome to Dallas, where it's about, I don't know, what is it? Probably 28, 30 degrees Celsius right now here. It's going to be warm. Mm-hmm. We're here having too much fun with our demos. We had some stereoscopic demos going on between two Amigas, and then we're testing some video adapters. And apparently we saw some special ASCII art on this one not too long ago.
I want to see
It was
where.
true.
Follow me?
What we were watching earlier.
Oh, yeah.
But I did not get that on camera because UK is about 8 degrees right now. That sounds beautiful. I don't know, probably like it about 15 better, but
What is it now?
8's not bad.
What?
I know they'd be shocked to come here and saw it's like here in the wintertime here.
So hot.
Yeah.
We get cold when it gets down to 30.
Oh, I know. I feel like, well, last weekend it was like 40 or 45, and I was just like, I'm not going outside. Now we're talking in Fahrenheit, not Celsius. So what is that? That's about,
Texas.
yeah.
You never know until
Mm.
you get
Just
May or
whatever it
July.
feels like, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you'll know.
Yeah, last weekend it actually had some lows that were about freezing.
It's really hot.
Crazy.
Yep.
And then we're in the 90s.
Yeah, ice Monday
before that.
morning.
Mhm.
Yep.
Some ice on Monday morning, and
Parts of Texas.
And it was up to 70 something.
We go from
Yeah,
36 to 100 in less than a week.
Yeah.
yeah, it's impressive to watch the USA Today maps of Texas that show like 30 in the Panhandle and 90 or 100 down in the south end of it.
You looking for a season? Welcome to Texas. We've got it.
Right.
Yeah, we
And if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes, unless it's June, in which case you're stuck with it till October.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if a high centers over
Oh, yeah.
and then just stalls.
The
right
worst.
Over DFW, and it's like,
Time to
oh,
just
isn't this wonderful?
time to just camp out in the pool, I guess.
Yeah.
By then,
Start getting
just
A
find the
shade
cabana.
like home
Right.
one of the
Yeah, 'cause I've been to the
first
lakes, and even the
was
lakes
the
are hot.
Christmas
Yes.
demo for the Commodore 64.
Mhm.
Oh my god, that brought so many memories for me.
Let's see. Yep. Here's a fun one, huh? This is the monthly meeting that we have. Yes, welcome to our monthly stream. You can catch the old ones going back to how far? Probably 2021 or 22. Up on my channel. Then, what was Dr. Clue's channel previously? You can catch older ones than that on his channel, I think, right? You remember what Greg's YouTube channel was called?
Yeah, it was name online as Dr. Clue.
Dr. Clue.
Right.
Right.
I'm not sure what his channel
Mm.
was named, but
No, not Greg today. I got all these folks from Europe that are asking me. Just wanted to show them the ropes, I suppose.
I don't know if I ever went to his channel, but I remember that's his name that he used.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some groovy music, huh?
Oh, Lemmings. I wasted so much time on that game.
Sorry for the glare.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Let's see.
Actually, I have they got me an Amiga 500 when I was in Bell Labs for a couple of years. Do some work. And I brought in some of my games, and one was the early Electronic Arts Flight Simulator. And so I popped that in there and just started flying around. And I literally got our graphic artist who would come in once or twice a week, and he's just sitting there and he's just staring at the screen. And that's apparently all he saw because I got his little butt stick flying around in there. He got, whoa. Yeah. Sit down and just sort of close his eyes. I just kept on flying. That's the journey.
That's another thing that sometimes I miss, and that's why Nintendo keep doing all these consoles, is that this game doesn't require you to know anything. You just have to pick up the control, start playing. And we give one of these games to the kids, and they go crazy for it.
Oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
Game. Yeah, not very good. I don't know if it sounds like that beat.
The Turrican, that's very similar to Turrican.
What's that?
Turrican,
I think I have that.
Turrican, yeah.
it's very similar to that. Or Turrican 2, I should say.
I thought it was more like a flying game or spaceship rather than
Turrican, yeah, it's like, very much like this, yeah.
Oh, that wasn't Levy's?
No, this is called Rough and Tumble.
Okay.
Yeah,
It'd be a hard to exercise.
Alrighty.
I have one, the only one that I have. Let me think about it.
Which one?
1702.
Oh, you saw the comment?
For sale?
not for sale.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, let's see. I thought I saw a 1702 down in Fort Worth for like $50 or $100 or something.
Yeah, but it just got snapped up eventually. Yeah.
Actually, it seemed like it was on there for a little while, so I posted it to the group, or somebody did, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like, this has been sitting around a little while.
Then we'll crack.
That's video, you can look up
Yep.
my
Yep, yep.
C32 to it. And use S video on
Hey,
that.
Francisco, do you have Desert Dreams on there?
What?
Desert Dreams?
That's our dream?
Mm-hmm. Kefren's Desert Dreams.
Is that that one?
Yeah. DESERT.
Let me put all the Chool. Give me a second.
Mhm.
Chool.
Go ahead and
Uh,
we have off in here.
This.
DE.
DE.
Boot off there. or
That's
not?
DA. Okay.
Okay, let's see. Anything? Okay, this.
SC. With an S.
Oh, Desert.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we
Okay,
go, yeah,
we
the
go.
first one.
There we go.
Cool.
All right, see. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. Okay.
story.
Yeah, it is. It's intense.
What?
The rest of us are intently watching. This looks a little glitchy. This computer's been having some glitches sometimes with certain sprites or something like that.
That's a lot of video.
The Desert Dream. We might be looking at some replacement RAMs, maybe.
Yes. What was the game that you just mentioned?
Bloop. Now we do have a problem. Unfortunately, just as our guy says, the demo is about to get smoking just then. Ran into an exception.
What happened?
Frontier.
It crashed?
Yeah, it just crashed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this opportunity to put the gimbal back on, I think, so bear with me. With my camera set up.
Elite was the one where you floated under the solar system. Yeah. I thought Frontier was like a updated version, maybe an AJ version.
Yeah, I crashed my game.
Bummer.
There you go. That's the one. That will run.
Down heard Dad said, "Oh yeah, here we go."
All right, here we go. We'll be getting back going in a sec. Oops.
It's so hot here.
There we go. This will be smoother now.
No doubt.
There you go.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. You're trying to figure that out for a while?
Yeah. You know, the demo.
Hey.
I told him like they had nothing to do with taste. Yeah, see how it's spinning around like it's
Yeah.
space and apostrophe tumble. Yeah, I always liked that game. I thought it had good graphics.
Turk 2 looks a lot like.
Yeah,
Another one I like that kind of game is Gods. It's a platform game. Yeah, I like that. I mean, that had good graphics on it too. Weapon combo, I like it. That's
What sort of accelerations in this one again?
It's have a vampire,
Mhm.
so it's try to run as 6480.
Mm-hmm.
So 6880. I don't remember.
68080.
Yeah.
Yep. Screaming.
Yeah, it is. So, and the cool stuff, all that is generated. It's not a video, so it's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, I guess it is getting to be about 4 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
Get to be that time.
We have to meet up next week.
Yeah, yeah, next week.
Well, I don't
For
think
2
anything.
weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks from now.
It's 2 weeks or 1 week? On Facebook, it says 1 week.
Should be the 26th.
Saturday.
Yep.
Was that?
If they say Facebook is on
No,
the
it should be it.
19th, we'll have to come beat somebody down, I guess.
Yeah.
Laptop side is
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to have it on Easter weekend.
No.
Easter weekend on 420.
Yep.
I thought that was amusing myself.
Says our DSL user, huh? Well, I think with that, we're going to say adios for this month, and thanks for joining us. Hope you join us again next month at roughly 2 p.m. Central Time in Dallas.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yep, second Saturday of the month, 14 o'clock, as some people might say. Here in Texas, but yes, let's see. It's great to see the Amiga getting some love stateside. Yes, thank you very much. We have been keeping this group alive since 1982. And here's Mark waving adios.
Adios, amigos. Adios, amigas.
Amigas. I don't think we ever get Amigas on the stream, although my wife watches sometimes.
Yeah.
Hasty
Maybe, you
bananas.
never know.
You never know.
Hey, we haven't.
There you go.
That's right, you're right here too. Lip. Our Amiga in the room.
It's me.
Beautiful. Oh, when you're not here, you watch the stream, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, adios, everybody. Until next month or sometime again, we'll see you soon. Bye, y'all.
This was